don't have to be invisible to radar. She could have just had a jamming system. They didn't have to make the jet invisible. Your character looks profoundly good. Why, thank you, sir. And what are her powers, personality, and tone? Her personality is she's a pretty much no nonsense girl. She's really young in this scene here. She's about 17 years old, about 17, 18 years old, and she's being trained from birth to be the next Talon warrior, hence the name Talon. And before her, it's always been men. So she's just earned the right to be Talon. She had to go through a passage of rites, so to speak. And she's had to defeat the teenage boy that was supposed to be the next Talon. But there's two or three that get selected in to be the next Talon when the world needs a new Talon. There's two or three that get selected pretty much at birth, and then they are trained, and only the best actually earns the right to be the next Talon, because the Talon warrior is purpose is to save the world when needed. When evil is on such an uprise, and there's so much chaos in the world, then a Talon warrior is produced, born, and comes into the world and has to take up arms to defend the innocent. And she is the first Talon warrior, to not be a male. All the others, like I've said before, all the others it's always been a male, male, male. She's the first one to be a female. She's fairly quiet. She's pretty much to the point. Now, this is early on because she does develop, in the series, she's going to be developing. She is a mixed race character. So that's going to be one of those things that hopefully hopefully doesn't offend people, but whatever, they're just going to get over it. So she's a mixed race character, and at this point she has earned the right to be Talon. And once she does this ritual ceremony here, where she goes into the water and cleanses herself of all of the past and things, and is reborn basically as Talon, then she's going to go out into the world, and she has to fight this just absolutely evil king who has acquired the services of a necromancer and a few other little, unworthy, or I should say slimy little helpers that has pretty much are conquering all of the known lands. So this is basically a fantasy book. It's set in the sword and sorcerer days. The tone is a lot like Game of Thrones. I'm introducing a lot of characters. A lot of the characters that people are going to love are going to end up dying. So hopefully people don't get too attached, because they're going to be emotionally upset, because this is a realistic story. This is not a superhero comic book. This is a medieval fantasy, real life warrior story. So these warriors are not going to be like super powered. They're not going to jump from 80 feet in the air and things like that. It's just skill versus skill. And because she's so well trained from birth, she's so much far superior in her ability to fight, that she could take on several warriors at once and pretty much handle them. But that's not to say she's invulnerable. As you can tell by the scars on her, she can be hurt, she can be wounded, and you will see that in the comic. As a matter of fact, when this comic book first starts out, she's been crucified and hung on a tree and left to die. But somebody comes along and takes her off the tree, and he's nursing her back to health. That's what she's doing now. She's having a flashback. And she's remembering all of her training and stuff. And the next page from here goes back to current time with her waking up after being basically in a coma for several weeks from being crucified and pretty much beaten to death. So this is her having memories of her training, and then when she comes, the very next page is her coming to from the coma, and it's going to be current time in her world, and you're going to see all the battle scars on her from all the years of battling, because this is, like I said, she's 17 here, she'll be like 24, so you're going to see even more scars on her. She's going to have a scar on her face now, and things like that. So her hair is going to be longer, and things like that. So from that point on, she's going back into battle, and she's got some allies that she's made, and off they're going to go. And I'm not going to give out too much, but people are going to die. A lot of people are going to die. A lot of heroes are going to die. So I've got a lot of surprises in store for this series. A lot of people, are like, that's really cool. And I basically try to relate it to, just think of Game of Thrones, and it's something similar to that. Like I said, it's not superheroes or anything like that. It's a true medieval warrior comic book. She's definitely a medieval warrior. Spoiler alert. Nope, I'm not giving out any spoilers. You like what you're hearing? I'm glad, man. I've been working on this thing for about, in my head, the idea has been around for probably, most of my life. And I waited and waited and waited until I become a professional comic book artist before I even started working on it, because I wanted to get the experience under my belt. And I wanted to do this through an independent comic book company so I could keep the ownership of it. So it's taken me this long, but I'm finally getting to put out my story, my characters, and still own the comic book. And so that's just where I'm at. And I'm taking pretty much everything I know about comics and people that I know, and kind of mixing stories and taking the things that I love and as far as entertainment, and kind of mixing it together and creating pardon my French, but a badass warrior. And she don't take no prisoners, and she is the hope of this world. When she first starts out, people don't know who she is, but as she starts to conquer different places and help out different villages, people start spreading rumors that maybe she's the real deal, and so she starts to bring hope back to the world, which is a lot of pressure. But believe me, if you stick with the series, you're going to see that she's going to go through some stuff, and she's always seems to rise above it. Her character of strength is that she just won't stop, because she wants to free the people. She wants people to be free from this tyrant, and in the sense that she wants the children to be able to grow up in a free land and not be ruled by this evil tyrant. It just drives her. Like she will even put herself at risk. So that's the character. She's she's very strong-willed in that way. Just will not quit. But thanks, Fobart. That's the thing is, when I created this, I'm not trying to create a comic book. I'm trying to create basically a book that just happens to be told in a comic book format, but I'm trying to create like a novel, like a real down-to-earth story. I want to give people heroes that they can cheer for and bad guys that they can boo. Like the evil in this book, the evil king in this book is evil, like despicable evil. Like he does stuff to children that is unimaginable. He will go to any lengths to put fear in people, and he does it. And he's brutal. And I'm not pulling any punches with it. This guy is absolutely the definition of evil. And I don't mean like Hollywood movie evil. I mean like human evil. Like the evils that men can do. And that's the whole point of Talon's comic book, is every character that's in this comic book, there's that human emotion behind them. There's nothing more evil than some of the things that we do to each other, that men do to each other. And that's what this book is about. We've got real life heroes in this world, and we've got real life villains in this world. And Talon is a reflection of the things that are good in man, and the evil king that I have in here in this story is the reflection of all the things that are evil about man. And so the whole comic book thing is really not how this was being approached. I mean, we're telling it in a comic book, but I'm not approaching it like a comic book. I'm approaching it more as a big epic story. That we're just putting it into a comic book rather than a novel. This is basically a novel with pictures. It's even written like a novel. Sir Pony. You know what? You're making a joke about that, but believe it or not, I have been toying around with the idea of, like, now that I'm streaming this, I've been toying around with the ideas of as I get closer to the end of this book, there's going to be some pages that I'm going to kind of leave open for maybe people that are in the stream that might make it in the book. But I'm gonna talk to my publisher. I have to clear it with him because of the legalities of it. We got to make sure that we get all the legal things worked out, because I do everything by the book. So as this series is being done, and as more and more people are hopefully watching the stream and get more interested in the book, and if there's a demand for it, I might try to introduce, maybe a follower or two followers that of the channel. They might make it in the book, but like I said, I gotta get it approved. I have to. That's a legal issue, and I have to make sure that that's something I can do. So the idea is there. I just have to make sure that I don't get like sued if I do it or something. Fobart the Destroyer. So yeah, Pony, just if you keep coming back, I'll keep you posted on that. And I'll keep you up to date as I find out, because this is going to be several months down the road. We're talking, this is what, February, March, April, May, about 3.5 more months before this book is done, because there's 3 chapters. All of them are 30 pages apiece. I'm on the first chapter now, and this is page 22. So there's about 8 more pages in this chapter, and then there's 2 more chapters. Those are 30 pages apiece, so there's 60 more pages, so there's plenty of time. So I might be able to get that worked out, and if I do get it worked out, I'll let you know. I think Titch already does that in the real world. She's got me and Kaz and Sid. Tiny, what's up? I thought you were streaming. Oh crap, it's about time for you. Welcome, Tiny. Man, it's good to see you here. How are you doing? Vobar the Destroyer. That's right. Does sound pretty cool. So yeah, as the book gets closer to the end, I will see if I can get that approved, and we may have a couple of people that are followers of the stream. They may very well make a guest appearance in the comic book and be right on the page. That is definitely something that I can look into doing. So we can make it happen if we want. Oh yes, we are, Titch. You know we are. How you doing, Tiny? Hey, Tiny, while you're here, I really want to thank you for plugging me on your stream. I really mean that. I really appreciate what you're doing for me. I know you're sending people over to from your stream to mine, and I wanted to just take the time while you're here and say thank you very much for that. I had people come and follow my channel yesterday from your channel, and I wasn't even streaming yesterday, and I got up today and noticed there was quite a few others that from your stream that followed my channel, and I wasn't even streaming. So thank you very much, and you know, I really appreciate you doing that for me. So deserves attention. Well, I still want it, you know, I want to thank you because I don't think I can say it enough, but just the fact that you take the time to do that is just, it's mind-blowing to me, and I really appreciate that. Tools of the trade. Are you talking about... Let me ask you a question so that I can better answer your question. Are you talking about what am I using now, or what do I use in the entire process? Just so I'm clear. Did you get a chance to see the page, Tiny? Do I need to... Let me back up. I don't think you got a chance to see it. There's what we got going. I'll give you a minute to look at that, Tiny. Oh, okay, Panther. Basically, this is what I do. I come up with the ideas for the story. I tell him what characters, the publisher that I work with, I come up with the ideas for the story. I come up with the ideas for the characters, and I design the characters, most of which I've already designed. I send those to him, and I send him a rough idea of what I want the story to be. Then what he does is he takes that idea and he starts writing it down and breaking it into pages. So he's basically writing the story idea that I have, because I want to do the artwork. It's much faster if he's writing and I'm drawing. So he's taking what I've come up with and actually making it a story. And then he sends that to me, and I take and break it apart. I take page 1, page 2, page 3, and I open up Manga Studio, and I open up the pages, and I paste the text for each page on the page. Like, I'll show you. Like that right there, where it tells me what's going on the page. You getting ready to go? Wow, that's awesome. Got to get ready to go. Okay, thanks for dropping by. I'll um I'll try to drop in there tonight if you're still streaming when I'm done. If that's cool with you. I'm trying to get this page done tonight. Um, but anyways, I take the words and then I come up with the visuals of it. And basically, I work on the idea, and I'll do a sketch. If I don't like it, I erase it and I'll do a new sketch. And this is what you're seeing here is the sketches that I finally thought was good enough, and I'm just basically inking over top of it. And what I use is Manga Studio Manga Studio 4EX, and I'm using, if you see this pen, it's for the Wacom tablet, the 12X tablet. So it's actually a monitor. It's a monitor and a tablet together. So when I'm drawing on it, it's a monitor too. I actually see what I'm drawing. What are you playing tonight? What are you going to play tonight, Tiny? Hopefully that helped, Panther. I mean, I hope that was what you were looking for. I hope that was the answer, you know. That's when I do it, you know, that's when I work on digital. When I work on art boards, and I just use a pencil, like a regular 0.5 and a 0.3 lead. And I draw on a board. Traditional pencil, you know. I use the 0.3 lead for really fine because I'm a detail fanatic. So I usually use that 0.3 lead for like really, really fine details, and the 0.5 for the bolder outlines, which I use that same process in digital. I set my pen, my brushes to 0.5 for like the main strokes, and then I turn it down to 0.3, which is really, really fine for the little small details. So I use the same process when I'm doing digital as I do when I'm doing it traditional on paper. Okay, Tiny, good luck. Good luck. And thank you again, okay? I really mean that. I can't, like I said, I can't thank you enough. And I'll probably have thank you more times than you probably want to hear. Okay, I just want to make sure that I covered, because some people really want to know. You know, they're like, no, I want to know even the point size. That's like advertising a stream on a stream. You use a 0.5 and a point. Okay, I'm glad I could help, man. I mean, if there's anything I can do to answer questions, to answer any of your questions, man, I will. I mean, we're all in this together as artists. You might as well learn from each other. I've used a 0.72 when I want to really bold. I've used all the way up to a 0.9 at times, depending on the style of artwork that I want to do. Yeah, Vobart, it is kind of, you know, it is advertising on the stream, but she advertises me on her stream, so I'll just return the favor. She tries to send people over to my channel, and I really appreciate her doing that. I don't care. I mean, I don't mind if she does. It doesn't bother me. She does it for me, so if I can return the favor, I will. Well, Psycho, I'm planning on streaming 95% of this book. So if you're willing to stick around for a few months, and I'd say a few months because it's how long it's going to take, you will be here probably through the entire process. You see it from seeing it done before people that get to buy the book. You're not gonna leave. I know you was like the first person here today. You even beat out Sid, which is like crazy because usually the first people in my stream is Kaz, Sid, and Titch. How many of you guys are? I thought you had them all linked on your page. I've got them all linked on mine. Well, not all of them, because I don't really know how many there are now. There's quite a few of them, but all of the main ones, I have them linked on my page. That's right. We are artists. I even have you on my page, Volbart. Yeah, Sid was here like when I first started streaming for I don't know. He was here probably a good mm, half hour maybe, and then he got the doctor had something come up and he had to jet. But he explained to me why he was having to leave. But yeah, he was here like almost immediately after I started streaming. Psycho got here just before he did, so Psycho was the first one here today. You want to know what's cool, Titch? Tiny um, had me post a link in her stream for the Walking Dead print that I did. Now, how cool is that? In her stream, she let me post a link to my artwork. So she had people going and checking out my Walking Dead print, and I thought that was so. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, that is so cool to do that. I didn't know. I was like in shock. I don't know. You know what? Now that I think about it, he might not have been here quite that long. I hate to say he was here longer than he was. If he wasn't, I, I do remember he was here like early, and then he had something come up and he had to jet. So he was here for a little bit, anyways. So I don't want to give out wrong information. What's up? Is that D Redo or is that Dredo? or Redo, or Big D. How about Big D? 471. What's up, man? Glad you're here, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm just drawing some hair right now, so what's what you're seeing? I'm zoomed in. Okay, thanks for the update, Titch, because I've been kind of curious. Because, like I said, he left in a hurry. Dr. Edo. That'll work. Oh, that's right. You know what? Now that I think about it, I do remember seeing your profile pic with your doctor's gear on. So welcome, doctor. I'm not performing any brain surgery or anything of your skill here, but I am doing some artwork. Yeah, we were talking in I think it was last night, early this morning. We were talking in her chat. But thanks for coming out, man. So Titch, does that mean he's going to be home at a decent time tonight, or is he going to be pulling another like ridiculously long, not get home till like 1 o'clock in the morning deals? Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. I think you followed me yesterday or this morning, whichever way you want to look at it, and I didn't get a chance to thank you then, so I'm glad you came by today and dropped in so I could thank you for following the channel. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Hopefully I won't bore you to death with my artwork. Oh, Titch. I love comic books, dude, and I love doing the artwork, so we got that in common. Two-hour commute. Oh, God. Oh my goodness. So it's 2 hours. Is it 2 hours one way or 2 hours there and back? Because if it's just one way, dude, that's like 4 hours of your day just commuting. I don't know, how good is the food at the Florida hospital there. If it's anything like the food at this hospital, it's not too bad. Because the hospital here that we've got, their food's actually not bad. Sometimes I'd rather go there than to go to McDonald's. Holy crap, dude. So it's 2 hours there and then 2 hours back. So you spend 4 hours of your day. Oh, man. Okay, Titch, I'll be here. I ain't going anywhere for a while, so. You live at the free clinic? It's a rural free clinic. Okay. You live there 6 days a week? Oh, I see what you're saying. So basically, you drive out there the first day you go back to work for like it takes you 2 hours to get out there. I'm assuming you stay out there for 6 days. So that you say 6 days a week. Gotcha. So you're kind of out there for 6 days a week, and then when you get off that sixth day, you take 2 hours back. Is that kind of what you're saying? It's awful. I'd say so, man. It's kind of like being in the military, living on camp, living in the barracks. Can't get away from your job because you're living in your job. He's taking a shot per follow, so why not? Luckily for you, Vobart, or luckily for the stream, I'm only drinking soft drink, not hardcore drink, or I'd be under the table, and you guys would be watching a different kind of stream at that point. So you're home 1 day a week. 1 day. Wow, dude. Is this some kind of both of my sisters? I've got two out of my three sisters are nurses. Uh, Are you are you having to live there? Is that like kind of a way of like paying for the education, or some kind of a thing where the school? It's something with the school. Because my sisters were kind of like that. You know, they got they had to perform their nursing at a certain hospital for, I think it's like 4 years, which covered for their schooling, but they had to stay at the same hospital for that long. Um, is it that kind of a deal where you have to live? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's paying for your education. Well, hey, man, the world needs doctors. So you're doing a good thing, man. The world needs doctors. So in my book, I know I'm drawing comic books and I've got heroes and stuff in my comics, but you guys are the real heroes. Anybody that saves another human being's life, or does something to that effect, you guys are the real heroes in the world. Yeah, that's kind of what my sisters are having to do. They're having to spend like 4 years at a certain hospital to pay their education back. It's good goals, man. Kudos to you, buddy. Kudos to you. Um, Titch is in the stream, and her husband uh, is also in the medical field, and he's poor guy has to work some insane hours and stuff, which is what we was talking about earlier. Hey Doc, you got somebody volunteering to be your nurse. Just think, man. Nurse Psycho. How does that make you feel, Doc? I think he's trying to be uh, the wrong kind of nurse for you. Shot time. Shot time. Bobart, are you taking shots? Hey, Psycho. You do know that Harley Quinn was a nurse too. Or actually, she was in the medical field too. I should say. Didn't mean nurse, but she was in the medical field too. I think she's a little. Like she's kind of. So, with a name like Psycho, I'm kind of wondering if might be a little bit of have a little bit of Harley Quinn in you too. That's right, Volbart. You got that right. Yeah, he's at work right now, and he's pulling a double. Oh my God! Titch. Yeah, psychotherapist. I think that's what Psycho's trying to be. Oh, Psycho, you really are trying to. Man, I am cutting jokes, and you're being serious. Don't I feel stupid? Yeah, good luck with that, Psycho, man. Good luck. Like I said, man, the world needs doctors and nurses. You guys are the real heroes in the world, man. Titch, I'm really sorry for that they're doing that to Sid, because I know it's affecting you too. Want to hear something funny, Psycho? The Joker was an artist too, and he's pretty freaking crazy. What's that say about us artists? Well, I'm glad you guys are. This is a. This is. This is Doctor. This is a page from my comic book series that's being published this summer. It's a graphic novel that I'm working on. It's probably going to be close to 100 pages long. The book is semi-loosely called Talon, but that's the name of the character. I think we're going to call it something else because there's already a DC book out there called Talon, and I don't want this out there being the same name. So what you're seeing is a page from one of the 100 pages from this graphic novel, and I'm going to be working on it all the way up till the last page, and I'm going to try to stream probably about 95% of the book, so you guys get a chance if you want to stick around that long, because it's going to be about 2 or 3 months. If you guys are want to stick around long enough, you'll get to see pretty much the entire book being done, the whole process. So you guys will see it before it actually comes out. This town needs an enema. That's why you love the Joker, #1 villain. All right, here's a question for you guys. If you guys are comic book fans, who was the best Joker in the TV series included? Who do you think played the best Joker on screen, whether it be on television or whether it be at the big screen at the movie theater? Who do you think? Who is your favorite Joker? Yeah, I don't have an Instagram either. But I do go and check work out.
Pop and funk, rap and rock, just like the usual
Clap, 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 clap.
cognac
I'm
and
in.
found in Grand Marnier.
Thanks,
These
Panther.
combinations transform
That was funny, dude.
into something remarkable. Grand Marnier. Don't just
Was you standing up like this?
click to learn more. Drink with style. Drink responsibly. Copyright 2015. Marnier La Pastole Incorporated. New York, New York. Grand Marnier registered. 40% alcohol. Volume 80 proof.
Heath Ledger. We gotta vote for Heath Ledger. Oh, I think we got 2 votes for Heath. Wow, look out. Heath is in the lead. Uh-oh, maybe not, maybe not. I might have spoke too soon. Got a little excited, got ahead of myself. Uh-oh, here he comes. He's gonna... Good choice. Not a lot of people would have named him. Very good choice, Doc. There's a lot of people that would never have thought of that. So if you was a Mark Hamill fan, which I was too, by the way, just to let you know, what do you think about Troy Baker's version of the Joker now? And he's took over for Mark Hamill because he's the voice in the newest Batman video game coming. So I don't know if you've actually heard his Joker, but there's a video on YouTube that shows him auditioning or as he was auditioning for that role at a comic convention. How did I know? I guess I don't know, man. I could have just imagined you standing up, going, "Bravo, bravo!" Because that's probably what I would have done. Are you familiar with Troy Baker and his work? Because he does a lot of voiceover work for video games. He's actually he's not only the voice, but he's the character in the newest Infamous, Second Son. That's him. I mean, that's actually him and his voice, of course. He also does the voice in The Last of Us, and now he's going to be doing Batman, or the Joker in the Batman video game. So if you ever get a chance to check out Troy Baker's version of the Joker, I'm telling you, man, I think you're going to like it. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I was like, holy cow, that's good. I mean, he nails it. We're down in there, so we gotta get these blacks in. Yeah, Delson. Thanks, man. I was struggling, dude. I knew his name, and I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, he's Delson. I appreciate the help, man, because I was struggling. I knew his name, and I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, he's fantastic. The dude's he's got a talent, man. Yep, that's it. Somebody's doing their homework. Batman Returns. You're talking about the movie, Tim Burton's movie. That would have been Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson. But Titch, I gotta give it to you. Oh, the animated one. Oh my goodness. I don't really know who that is. It's not Kevin Conway. I know they changed it. He stopped doing it. So I'm not sure who that is now. That is a good question. Some of these voice actors, man, I'm like you. They do such a good job that you're just like, it just blows you away. But as I was saying, Titch, yeah, I'm with you, man. I absolutely loved Heath Ledger's version of the Joker on the big screen. And Mark Hamill nails it in the animated series. Yep, Cesar Romero Jr. He started it all. That's a fact. And what's amazing about Romero is Romero didn't have anybody to base the character off of like these other actors have had, where they can, watch videos and tapes of other actors that have played the role. He was the first to play the role, so he's the one that kind of brought that attitude to the character on screen. So, kudos to him, man, because he's the one that started it. Oh, is that who that is? Actor-wise, as a kid, seeing the old 60s shows. I still go back and watch them. As silly as they are, I still go back and watch them from time to time. Hey, Black Panther, did you ever see the Batman movie with Adam West and that crew from the TV series where he was running around on that harbor with that bomb? Oh, he didn't know what to do with it. He's running all over the place with it. I laughed so hard about that I almost peed myself, dude. I thought that was the funniest thing. He's just running everywhere, and Robin running around right behind him. I was like, oh, I about died over that scene. Adam West at this point had that little pot belly too, so here he is running around with this bomb over his head, his little pot belly going on. I was like, poor old Adam West. You should have had that pizza before he did that scene, man, because that little belly sticking out, and he running around with that bomb, running it up. I about died. It's still funny. Even when I watch it now as grown up, I still laugh so hard over that scene. I think it's funnier now than it was then. You saw it on the. You gotta admit though, that was hilarious. And the bomb was like this big, and it had the rope on it like that. The wick looked like it was that thick. I about died. Well, that's back in the day when they would put bomb like you didn't know that's what it was, so they had to put the word on there. If you watch it again, you gotta. Next time I'm on the stream and you see me on, if you watch that show again, you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know if it's as funny now as it was then. Cause see, now I'm probably gonna have to watch it too. All right, Doc. We'll see you when you get back, Doctor. Okay. Classic TV. So now that we're talking about stuff that we all are really cool and into, what were some of your other classic favorites that you grew up on? That you still like today? That's the thing. Liking the show still as an adult when you watched it as a kid, that sometimes is kind of hard to do, because I remember watching some shows when I was a kid thinking, oh, that's the greatest show ever. Oh my God, I can't miss it. Mom, I can't miss it. Rushing home from school and then watching it, and then when you get grown as an adult, you're like, what was that? Oh my God, that's the worst show ever. Why in the world what was wrong with me? I think Mom was putting something in my cornflakes, because I have no idea why I like that show. It's the stupidest show ever. Tom and Jerry. Welcome back, Vobart. Welcome back. How are you, bud? Oh, Titch. Oh, that hurt. Oh, you wounded me deeply. Oh. I still like the $6 Million Man. I was just watching the marathon the other day. I still like that show. Oh, you wounded me. Oh. Tell me that's the shows you love. Tell me that's not the shows that you think are stupid now that you're an adult. Oh, please. You got to save me. Tell me you still like it. I'm hoping I misunderstood. Oh, thank God. I was sweating bullets. I was like, what am I missing? What do you mean she doesn't like it anymore? What's wrong with me? I still like these shows. Maybe there's something wrong with me, you know. Maybe I should think they're stupid too, but I actually still like watching those shows. What's funny, Titch, is I used to have the 6 me. I don't know if you remember this or not, but they. It sounds like a porn. I want to see that. It might very well be. But oh my God, Space 1999. Oh man, that was a great one. I still love this Planet of the Apes. Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of the Planet of the Apes. The only Planet of the Apes that I didn't really care for, and I still watched it, was the Mark Wahlberg version. And I still stomached through it because I was such a fan of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, I practically wanted to puke half the time, but I liked everybody in it but him. The movie was, it was a Planet of the Apes movie. But I couldn't stand him in it. So I tortured through it. What you're going to laugh because yesterday I was watching the classic, the TV show, the Planet of the Apes TV show on my computer while I was working off the DVD. It's okay, Volbart. Wrong chat. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. In Space 1999, I love that show, too. That reminds me, Titch. I don't know if you remember it, but they had a a $6 million man astronaut, or the spaceship. Had the blue cap at the top, and then at the bottom it had the blue plastic thing that had like the thrusters for the rocket. And you could take that off and take the top off, and you could pop open the door, and you could pull Steve Rogers out and set him on the one side. And it had all those little wires and stuff, little plastic tubes that was inside there. And you could take that and take that, the thrusters, and put it up on the top like it was the lights in like the hospital lighting. And you could hook the wires to it and roll the fake skin up on his arm. And it had that little plastic robotic chip in here that had the little hole in the center, and you could plug the wire into it. Are we lost brothers? We could be, man. We could be. And you could turn Steve Austin around. Remember that? You could turn him around. He had that little hole in the back of his head. You'd hold it up there like it. You look through his eye. Thought you was really looking through a bionic eye. No, Mom, it's bionic. I'm serious. Look, I can see. Look, way off. Couldn't really see, but you know, I had that. I had that. That was when that was like the biggest gift that I wanted for Christmas that one year, and then she got it for me, and I about died. It was like my favorite gift. Bigfoot, yeah. Steve Rogers was a wuss. What are you talking about, Steve Rogers? We're talking about Steve Austin. Old Bigfoot. Hey, Kaz, did you find your iguana, man? I hope you did, dude. Oh man, Castle Grayskull, yeah. He-Man, G.I. Joe. Oh man, see now I'm wanting to watch all this stuff again. Oh man, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. So what are you gonna do now, man? Do you think you got out of the house? I mean, how are you holding up, bud? Like I said, I know you love your pets. That's why I'm hoping that this turns out good for you. People, we're getting there. It's starting to get done a little more. Oh man. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Was this the baby? Was this the baby iguana, or was it your adult ones? That's right, Orange. That's right. The greatness of the 80s. Oh my goodness. Look, you done got me laughing so hard, Panther. I'm over here making lines I shouldn't be. Oh, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. So you thinking it's got out of the house, right? Oh man. You don't think it got out of the house? Yeah, I know. I'm the same way, Titch. I wish I could. If I lived up there, man, near him, I'd have been up there looking for it with him. Yeah, Panther. He's a pet lover, and he's got about 30 pets, and he just absolutely adores his pets, man. And it's pretty hard on him when things happen to him. It's like something happened to one of his family members, and I guess his iguana got out today or last night or sometime, and he's not been able to find it. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I guarantee if I was a neighbor, I'd be up there looking for it with him. I'd take a hammer to the house if I had to. Yeah, he's. Uh, what I keep hoping is that he'll just come crawling from wherever he is and be like, surprise, you know. I mean, that's what I keep hoping. I just keep hoping that he's going to show up. Yeah, iguanas need that special, that special care. They can't. Temperature is. They need that environmental control. So, was you a Panther with Transformers? He-Man? Yeah. Thundercats? Thundercats! Oh! Try to make Kaz laugh. I know he's not in the mood to be laughing, but I don't want the guy stressing out too much. Yeah, I did. I love the Thundercats. I even watched the reboot where they were brothers instead of. Yeah, I watched it. It's different. It was definitely different than the original version. All right, so if you guys were into a lot of the same shows I was into, I gotta know, Mumra or Skeletor? Who was the better enemy? Who was the better villain, Mumra or Skeletor? Silverhawks. Man, you are going. Man, you're like reaching deep in the bag now, pulling out Silverhawks. Remember Space Rangers? I'm gonna top you. Space Rangers with the little mechanical cow with the mechanical horses and the. Silverhawks. Everybody's like Silverhawks. It did. Skeletor. You wasn't a Mumra fan, Titch? Mumra. Brave Star. Yeah. That's another one. Mask, the flying car, too. Dang, Kaz, man, you whipped out, you really whipped out an old one. Mumra. Mumra was just creepy, dude. The name of those rats, the muscled ones. Oh yeah, the movie with Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, Knight Rider, Space Mice from Mars. That's right. Holy crap. I forgot all about the Space Mice. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you wasn't a He-Man fan? And Battle Cat. He-Man and Battle Cat. Street Sharks. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. Yeah, Panthro was cool, man. My favorite was Chitara. I really liked Chitara. Is it wrong of me to admit that I kind of had a crush on Chitara? I mean, after all, she was an animated figure. She wasn't real. Should I have admitted that on stream? But I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Yep, it's getting close, guys. It's getting close. Then after this one, I gotta move on to the next one. You even had the toy. I remember the Street Sharks. Those were the ones that had the great big upper bodies, wasn't it? Like they were like super big, and they had like the smaller, lower, like the wee little legs compared to their upper bodies. That's funny. Man, these are all great stuff. Great shows, man. That's so funny that we all seem to love the same stuff. That's awesome. Yep. Surfer is sharks. Whoa, Sid is hosting. Thanks for the host, Sid. I don't know if you can hear me. I think you're in surgery. But thank you for the host, buddy. You the man, Sid. You the man. Oh, my heart moved on me. I don't know how that happened. Huh, I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, you got one on me. Doctor, I don't know if I know this one. Okay, as you brought out the Knight Rider, I want to see how many of you guys remember this one. I was just talking about this the other day. The Fall Guy. Does anybody remember the Fall Guy and who the star was of the Fall Guy? Watch everybody now Google it up. Kaz is probably Googling it right now. With that superhuman computer he's got, or super fast computer he's got, superhuman. What am I saying? Jesus, what am I smoking? I must be on something. Yeah, I don't know that one. He's got me on that one. Panther for the win. Let me Google. Okay. I take it you used to watch the show too? you tell me you used to watch that too, I'm gonna die, because that's about like 20 shows that we've talked about that we both just watched. Uh, oh, that's crazy, dude. I don't know why, but why aren't you sharing, Panther? Sharing? What am I not sharing? Did I miss something? MASH. Oh my God. Who? I think everybody in the world watched MASH. A Team. Yeah. Kaz, I bet you was a Murdoch fan, wasn't you? Yeah, I see Kaz as being a Murdoch fan too. Oh my God, Dukes of Hazzard. You're done with your artwork and it's not good? Is that what you're saying? Oh, well, yeah. I just realized that, Titch. I know I should be sharing it, huh? Puff puff give, puff puff give. Don't mess up the rotation. Puff puff give. Psycho man, just don't be so hard on your artwork, bro. I mean, I know what it's like to be hard on your artwork, because believe me, I'm really, really hard on my artwork. You didn't like Murdoch? Man, I could have swore you were a Murdoch type fan. All right, who remembers Magnum PI? Come on. Name the song from the series. Oh my God, that's a good one. I'm trying to think. Much as I used to watch that show, I'm having a hard time thinking of the name. Probably because I got this music blasting in my ear. See, I'm the same way, Doctor. I didn't. I mean, I know Mash, and a lot of people watched it, and I watched a little bit of it too. But I was never like this huge fan of it. For one, I really wasn't a fan of Alan Arkin. So I think that's his name. Whoever played Hawkeye, I never was a real big fan of his. So I don't know. I just, I was more into like Cheers and stuff than I like Cheers. I think a little bit better than I did in Mash. My parents loved MASH though. They loved that show, but I just couldn't hardly stomach him. Alan Alda, yeah. What I say, Arkin? That's a completely different actor. That's from the Arkin family. Jesus. Alan Arkin, yeah, for the win. Hey, don't be making fun of the Power Rangers now. I still watch the Power Rangers. Especially like the original with Cat in it. Just saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, you got me, Titch. You got me. That's right. Now, it's one of those things, yep, you remember it after somebody tells you. Was it the... Was it the Ivan Ooze movie? Too bad we don't have audio, Titch. We'd have you sing it to us. What are you watching right now? MASH? Kaz? Oh, we about to get rave up in here. Listen to that. That's right. Sing, sing, sing. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a little rough today, man. It's kind of wanting to try to do its own thing a little bit, you know. Normally I have it come out to a point and stuff, but today it's just kind of wanting to go wherever it wants to go, no matter what I do to it. Today it has an attitude, and it's fighting back. Yours is awful. Mine has its days, man, where it just doesn't want to cooperate. Got an attitude. Thought I was going to have to beat it down this morning. Because this one side is just wanting to go its own direction. Oh, cool, man. Handlebars and the goatee. You know, we got to do something, man. We got to bring it back, you know. Men need to be men these days. Hey, Pixel, what's going on? 5 in the morning, Jesus. What are you doing up at 5 in the morning? Get ready to go to school or something? Get ready to head out to start your day? Hey, Panther, did Titch end up singing? Did she sing? She bet she didn't sing, did she? How you doing this morning, sir? Glad you came back to the stream. Good to see you. Well, sort of see you. You fell out of bed. What'd you fall out of bed for? Did you have too much to drink last night? Got a little wild, got a little crazy. Partying with the girls. Fell out of bed this morning. I think he went raving last night. You go raving last night, Pixel? Was you at the club? You don't drink? I don't either, buddy. That's something we have in common. I drink. Is just non-alcoholic. I don't drink anything with alcohol in it. Poison to the body. Poison to the body. Of course, just about everything is poison to the body, so that's no excuse, is it? Is that all you got, Titch? Oh, come on. We thought you was going to go all acapella on us and everything. Come on, Titch. Flex the pipes. Let's hear it. Flex the pipes. That's right. Don't do drugs. No, sir. I do not drink. I stay away from the stuff. But to each their own. The hardest thing I drink is probably Mountain Dew. And I quit doing that because it's so hard to get off that caffeine. You gonna Google the rest? I don't know, Pixel up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Juice. That's usually about the time I'm going to bed, not getting up. She's breaking it out, boys. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Psycho, let me know. I won't be able to check it out till later, but I will check it out, I promise. You even got the chorus wrong. Titch, you need to stop drinking the cough medicine. That's right with me. You gonna break out the pipes on a Skype call? I'd say so, man. I'd say so, doctor. So he drank all the bourbon, so you're resorting to cough medicine. Yeah. Ooh, that sure is some good cough medicine. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, it's bubblegum flavored too. Mmm. Beatrix. That's okay. That's true. It has been. It's been taken off the market here too. I'm sure it's, you know. But yeah, Titch. When when the kids were a little younger, I used to I used to stock up on the cough medicine. Um, for the kids. So that way when me and Mama wanted to kind of have a little mom and daddy time, I'd be like, "Oh, I think the kids are sick. Do you hear that sniffle? I think I heard a cough. Kids, come in here. Go ahead. Go ahead and drink this cough syrup. I think I heard you coughing. We wasn't coughing, Daddy. I think I heard you cough." That's right. You'd be surprised. Be surprised. That's right. Give them that look. Yes, you were. I think I heard you sniffle too. And let me tell you, if Mama went down the hall and stood in the doorway and came back out and looked back down the hall at me, give me that look. Oh, you all are really sick. Hurry up, drink this. Drink it now, like all of it. I better not see a drop in the bottom of that. Matter of fact, when you get done, go. "Ugh." That last strip better hit your tongue. Hurry up, drink it. But Daddy, we're not sick. Yes, you are. Drink it. It probably would have. All right, let me see what we got going on here. Only thing missing is the bubbles from where she's. I think that's a good idea. You know me, dude. I'm all about stuff like that, bro. Why is this? Oh, that's why it's turned off. Is this normal? When I was 12, I had a 20-year-old sister, but at the same time, I had a 6-year-old sister. Well, I guess it could be. It's normal for your family, huh? He said, no comment. He's pleading the fifth. I don't know, Kaz. That's, I guess, get as many as you want. Like, I don't know what the limit is or whatever, but I'd say the more the merrier. If you can get 4, get 4. That's been my opinion. Why are these not dark enough? I'm gonna do some research here. Figure out what's. Ooh, cold chill down my spine. Somebody walking over my grave. Let's see here. Is that normal? I don't know. I mean, what is normal these days? Because it's 5 a.m. That's why. That's right. What season are you watching, Kaz? I have no idea what this song is, but it's absolutely getting on my nerves. Oh, it's the new one? Okay, cool. Guess where you're from? Chicago. I'll just take it a wild guess. Was I sleeping last night when you read the email? I must have been, because I don't even remember you reading me no email. Well, maybe. Yeah, I do. Trying to think. I'm normally asleep, period. Even when I'm awake, I'm asleep. California. 2-hour commute, rural free clinic, horrible work hours. Mars and Pluto, huh? 2-hour commute, horrible work hours. Man, that could be anywhere. I know. Not the USA. The Outback. No, I was guessing for Doctor. I wasn't guessing for you, Pixel. I have no idea what time it is. So you're 5 hours basically ahead, so you could be Netherlands, somewhere in Europe maybe. Mexico. Man, I would have never guessed that. Oh, Cancun. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Pixel. I didn't know you. I didn't know I was guessing where you're at either. I was guessing for Doctor, but I would say 5 hours ahead of us. I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Spain. London. Speaks English all the time. I'm gonna go with London. They said England. I'm gonna be more specific. I'm going with London. Maybe even Manchester. I don't know. London. I'm gonna stick with London. Yeah, that was my second guess. Manchester.